Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Diaries channel. The relationship between Jimin and Jungkook has always been one of the biggest mysteries in the K-pop world. They are a duo that not only captivates armies with their incredible on-stage chemistry, but also with a closeness that feels so real in every interaction. Behind the smiles, hugs, searching gazes, and small, meaningful moments, there's always a story growing in the hearts of fans. This relationship isn't just an ordinary friendship, but unfortunately, rumors of a rift, distance, and even the most shocking terms circulating recently, a fake divorce, have suddenly taken the internet by storm. For some fans, the rumors were a blow. How could two people so compatible, who supported each other even in the most difficult moments, suddenly break up? If we look closely, it's quite the opposite. All the breakup rumors didn't last long, as Jimin and Jungkook seemed closer, more intimate, and even more openly expressing their feelings than ever before. The rumors initially surfaced during a hiatus when the BTS members were each focusing on their own individual pursuits. Jungkook was busy with his solo debut, performing on the global stage, breaking out with 7-3D and his first solo album. He appeared in numerous media outlets at numerous live events and had numerous opportunities to show new sides of himself. At the same time, Jimin was also in the midst of his solo promotions, delivering works full of emotion and depth, particularly with his album, Face, which revealed his personal struggles. They seemed to be going their separate ways. Their live shows didn't always coincide. Their posts rarely interacted, and some began to whisper, was Jikook's relationship strained? But as usual, reality always differed from the rumors. Behind the scenes, behind the public eye that can't always see everything, Jikook was actually supporting each other. Jungkook mentioned Jimin's name several times on various occasions. When he was nervous, when he talked about his own growth, Jimin was one of the names that came to his lips. Likewise, Jimin couldn't hide how precious Jungkook was to him. Every time Jimin mentioned Jungkook, there was a soft tone in his voice, as if a memory lingered and couldn't be shaken. The fact that they weren't always seen together didn't mean they were drifting apart. Sometimes, two people who are very close seem to give each other space to grow. And as they journey through their separate journeys, their closeness becomes even more apparent, because each reunion feels like a home where hearts are anchored. But as the rumors of a fake divorce grew wilder, fate seemed to reveal the truth in the most surprising way. They reappeared together. A simple yet sincere smile from Jungkook when he saw Jimin. Jimin's gaze that fell directly on Jungkook out of all the others. A brief but real hug, which made millions of fans immediately scream. All of it was undeniable proof that two hearts connected can never truly be separated. And then, the moment that made the entire ARMY world stop breathing. Jimin signing Jungkook's shirt. A simple gesture to anyone else, but to a Jikook stan? It was their version of a declaration of love. The ink on the fabric might fade over time, but the meaning behind the act would never fade. It was like carving a meaningful mark of ownership. Jungkook allowed Jimin to leave a physical imprint on him. Jimin did so proudly, smiling, and Jungkook returned it with a smile reserved for only one person: himself. If anyone was still wondering if they were drifting apart, if they were separating, if the false divorce rumors were true, the answer was clear. Nothing could separate a relationship built on years of mutual trust and affection. Jimin and Jungkook weren't just colleagues. They weren't just best friends. They were two energies that complemented each other. Both on stage and off camera, their connection felt like something too strong to be broken by cheap rumors. The two had been through so much together. Debuting at a young age, the pressures of the cutthroat entertainment industry, the fear of failure, and even dark times where they had to hold each other up. If they could survive all that, how could their relationship be torn apart by mere speculation and gossip? Jungkook often seemed to struggle to express his deepest emotions. He was quiet, kept to himself, and only let those closest to him truly know how he felt. And of all people, there was always Jimin. Jimin, with his warm and gentle nature, became Jungkook's home. He was someone Jungkook could feel comfortable opening up to, someone who could read his thoughts just by expressing them.
이제 한국에서 또 한다고 해가지고 미팅을 온라인으로도 하고 오프라인으로도 하고 이제 회사에서 굉장히
Jimin, on the other hand, found a protector in Jungkook. He felt safe, cared for, and loved in a way that not everyone can. They were each other's backbone. That's why, even when they seemed to be going their separate ways, their hearts remained connected. When the two finally reappeared together and the rumors suddenly fell apart, many fans realized one thing. Every time people tried to separate them, Jikook always came back stronger. Each rumor served as fuel to prove that their closeness was not only real, but also deepened. If the public thought they were distant, Jikook would show them how wrong they were with even more intimate moments. If people said they weren't close, Jikook would come forward with evidence that silenced all doubts. This is what made their relationship so earth-shattering. There was something so genuine between these two people. Something that can't be described simply by the words member, best friend, or even brotherhood. Their relationship was a long journey filled with smiles, tears, hugs, and hidden affection. ARMY saw it all, felt it all, and loved it all. Now, the false divorce rumors are over. The truth is far more beautiful than the malicious behavior of those who tried to provoke them. Jimin and Jungkook are not only still together, they are stronger, they are closer, they are more unafraid to show that their relationship is one of the most precious things in their lives. The world can say what it wants, but in the end, only their hearts know the truth. And those hearts are always calling out to each other. Rumors can be fabricated. Speculation can be created. But love always finds its way. Jikook showed the world that no distance can separate two people who are meant to be together. It's proof that a true bond will never fade, no matter how much time and circumstances change. So to all the ARMY who were scared, sad, or believed that everything was over, take heart. The moment Jimin signed Jungkook's shirt wasn't just a joke. That was the answer. That was proof. That was a message. That Jikook was still here. That they were still one. That they would never and would never truly be apart. Jikook wasn't divorced. They were actually closer than ever. And this story wasn't over yet. Thank you for watching until the end. ARMY, you are amazing. Jimin and Jungkook's relationship is indeed full of mystery. But one thing is for sure. Their love and closeness always triumph over any rumors. If you also believe that Jikook is still together and getting stronger, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the Jikook Diaries channel, turn on notifications so you don't miss the latest updates, leave a comment. Jikook forever. If you are on Team True Love, see you in the next video. Keep spreading love, not hate. Borahi ARMY.